What is going on, Ruckus and the Menace sports fam? You are watching another Ruckus and the Menace sports production. And now, I have $109.5 million excuse me, to spend. And I lost the World Series, so now I have to regroup. So I am going to be looking for an outfielder. No, Rocchio is going to be good. I think this is probably going to be where I'm at. Team needs... I don't think I have a specific need. Okay. So what I am going to be looking here is, do I re-sign? Yeah, I think my first target may be to re-sign Shane Bieber. Kevin Kiermaier is available. Tyler O'Neill is available. Max Kepler's available. Robles. Michael A. Taylor. Adam Duvall. Danny Jansen. Kevin Kiermaier. Let's see if I can target Juan Soto. And I might grab Kevin Kiermaier here. And let's see what this does. We're going to advance a day. Okay, so we have Kevin Kiermaier. I have an offer. Let's get an opening offer. Let's put it a little more. So it looks like we actually got him. We actually got him. We got Kevin Kiermaier. So that's going to be good defense, decent speed. That's a defensive center fielder that we're going to be able to get. So now we look at... I think so now we look at... I think we possibly look at targeting Anthony Santander. Let's see where we stand on him here. Okay, so we ended up with Anthony Santander. So this is good. So Soto may not work out. But let's see if I can steal a Corbin Burns. Let's see if we can coax him away. And we did not do it. Corbin Burns is a New York Met. We were not able to coax him away. But now we can talk about re-signing Shane Bieber. Let's stick where we're at and see where we land. Because I think we're going to lose it. Nope! We got Shane Bieber back. We got Bieber back. So now we go... Let's see here. What do we need? Gary Sanchez is probably... I cannot get a catcher. I cannot get a catcher. So I may be putting a catcher on the trade section here. Let me see what I can possibly steal. Bregman would get me a shortstop, possibly. Pavetta. Let's get us... Let's see if we can pull away Willy Adames here. Willy Adames. Let's see if I can pull him away. Probably not. But he's an Oakland A. And now we can start talking to the Childish Bambino. See if we can make a big splash here. And we do not get him. Juan Soto is going to Pittsburgh. So, where do we stand? We need to get a shortstop. A catcher and a shortstop. Garrett Hampson, Tim Anderson. Hampson is the speedster. Let's see what I can do here. And we have a draft lottery. We are nowhere close. We do not qualify for the lottery. We'll let the lottery go. And the Pittsburgh Pirates win the draft lottery at 10% odds. The Colorado Rockies, Washington Nationals, and the Chicago White Sox, who had the worst record, are drafting 7th. And now we go to the big board again. Garrett Hampson is available to us. Let me see if I can get him. He has not. He has chosen to sign with Milwaukee. This is the last possible person I would ever want to consider. And I also looking at Gary Sanchez to see where I end up. Both of these rumors talking with the Diamondbacks. And Gary Sanchez is coming to us. See if I can make this a little bigger. Nope. We have no other options we can grab. Depth chart. Rocchio is probably going to be our shortstop again next year. Andres Jimenez is at second base. Josh Naylor. Bo Naylor's our catcher. Gary Sanchez on the chart. Stephen Kwan. Miles Straw is likely going to get sent down now that we have Kevin Kiermaier. I think we can improve our bullpen. Let's see what bullpen improvement we can make. There's still some bullpen guys we can grab. I'm going to possibly look at like a Matt Strom. Who is in our rotation? 78 meets the 5th starter. Yeah, if I can get some relievers. If I could get relievers, that would be awesome. Barlow. Yeah, let's see if we can get Barlow back. And then... Ooh. Do we take a chance on a Kenley Jansen? Or do we just look at... Maybe like a cheaper option? Maybe we look at... I don't think a J.D. Martinez... Well, a J.D. Martinez would be good. I think I go J.D. Martinez. See if I can grab a little bit of them. Matt Strom. Let's see. Let me see if I can pry him away. Let's see if I can pry him away. Nope. He goes to the Braves. Scott Barlow. See if we can do that. Alright, Barlow has chosen to stay. I've got room. J.D. Martinez goes to D.C. So now we look and we figure. I think I'm going to go Eddie Rosario. Max Fried is still on the board. Let's see if we can grab him. Let's see if we can grab him. I'm going to move Max Fried up. See if I can get me another left-handed ace. Caleb Ferguson. Let's see if I can do that. And we do get him. And we get him. This is good. Oh, Eddie Rosario is good. We're going to wait, and we're going to choose to offer Eddie Rosario, but he chooses to go to the Twins. Let's wait a week on Fried. Let's see where we end up. We're at 60%. Now let's extend him out and steal him away. And we don't. He goes to the Padres. So now we look at, Nick Pivetta. But now we have to look at another super utility. I think we have to go with Ahmed Rosario here. Let's see where we end up. Nick Pivetta. I think we're going to pass on him. Ahmed Rosario. I think we offer. And he chooses to come to us. So we did not splash huge. The final day, we do not have any other signings we want to make. And we have put in an excellent offseason. And we go right into year 2 of this season. And on this note, this is a quicker episode. Nah, I'm just kidding. We're actually going to get started right here into year 2 of the Cleveland Guardians March to October. As we open year 2 with the Minnesota Twins. It's opening day 2025 for this Cleveland Guardians organization. And we enter our usual piece here, that we enter the late innings as we normally would. And we start off with Kevin Kiermaier and the game tied at 0. And we take a strike on the outside. A fastball from Pablo Lopez. And the count is 0-1. Kiermaier
1-1.
Takes a slurve inside that nearly gets him. And the count's even at 1. And Kevin Kiermaier, oh my God, that ball is smoked. And it is gone. Kiermaier with his first home run of the year on a perfect shot to right field. Kiermaier off to an excellent start with his new team. And the Guardians take a 1-0 lead. And this ball just got out of here in a hurry. It was gone as soon as it left the bat. And Josh Naylor digs in. And he hits a base hit up the middle. On the first pitch he sees from Pablo Lopez.
Right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Nobody out, and Anthony Santander is digging in, the former Oriole. And he smokes one. Deep right field, and this one is out of here in a matter of seconds. Santander with his first of the season on a 2-run shot to right field. And the Guardians take a 3-0 lead. And he just stepped into that one and ripped it. The very first pitch he sees. And he took it clean. Jose Ramirez is now up to bat.
One ball,
And
no
he
strike.
takes a curveball outside for ball 1. Lopez dealing the 1-0 to Ramirez. And this is taken for a ride. But it will not leave the yard as it gets to the wall for out number 1. David Fry, the designated hitter, is now digging in. And he hits a nice towering shot to right field, but it stays a little bit more shallow and caught for out number 2. Bo Naylor, the catcher, is now digging in. Naylor fouls off the fastball, and the count's 0-1. Lopez deals.
Ball.
Naylor takes it inside. 1-0. Or 1-1. The break-even pitch to Naylor. And this is hit. It's high. It's deep. But it is caught by the left fielder. And we head into the middle of the 6th inning. With Eddie Rosario, Byron Buxton, and Willie Castro due up for the Twins. We are back at Target Field for the bottom of the 6th inning. And Eddie Rosario, a target for the Guardians. And Shane Bieber throwing a fastball in the outside corner for strike 1. Bieber deals the 0-1. Rosario swings. It is a cutter that is fouled off. The 0-2 to Rosario. And he hits a slider through the middle for a base hit. A base hit for Rosario. And the center fielder, Byron Buxton, is now up. Buxton fouls off the first pitch, a circle change, and the count is 0-1. Buxton hits a high fly ball. Santander can't get there. And the run will score all the way from first on the double from Buxton. And the lead is now 2 for the Guardians.
Ball, that's down.
Knuckle curve missing low to Castro for ball 1. Foul ball on the fastball. That count is 1-1. Backdoor slider gets there. Hit ground ball to Rocchio and Naylor for out number 2. Alex Kirilloff, or out number 1, I should say. There's only one out. But Kirilloff, fouling off the first 2 pitches in the count, is 0-2. The 0-2 to Kirilloff. Strikes out on the knuckle curve. Bieber on his 10th strikeout of the day puts the second out for the Guardians on the board. Edouard Julien takes a fastball up high, and the count is 0-1. Julien fouling off a slider. Taking a knuckle curve, and the count is 1-2. Swung on and missed on the backdoor cutter, and Bieber minimizes the damage to 1. as the 6th inning comes to a close. Top of the 7th, Brian Rocchio, the shortstop. And that is a big hit for the sophomore into the left center field gap. And Rocchio will settle in at second base, standing up for a double. And here comes the hook. The manager pulling Pablo Lopez off the mound. And the Twins have made a call to the bullpen.
Now pitching for the Twins.
And Steven Okert is now pitching for the Guardians. And Andres Jimenez is digging in. And this is a high fly ball, medium center field, but not enough for Rocchio to tag, as that will be out number 1. Stephen Kwan digs in. Okert dealing the first pitch to Kwan. And he swings. And it is a base hit. An RBI single for Stephen Kwan as Rocchio will cross the plate. And the lead for the Guardians remains at 3 on this simple little poke from the Guardians left fielder. Kevin Kiermaier, who has a dinger already in the game, now digs in. And takes a slider that just does not get all the way back in on the front door for ball 1. And a hanging slider.
That's it.
But got in front of, but the out goes unassisted. And the double play could not be turned. And there are 2 down for Josh Naylor. Okert deals. And it is a shot into the gap. But Buxton covers the ground. And we head into the 7th inning stretch. Stephen Kwan with this little RBI poke gives the Guardians their 3-run lead that they had from the 6th inning. Into the 7th inning stretch, and Royce Lewis is leading off for the Twins. And he takes a circle changeup for strike 1. Bieber deals. Gets a slider on the outside for 0-2 being the count. The 0-2 fouled off by Lewis up high on the fastball. And Lewis hits a ground ball to short, and it is right there to Rocchio, who gets him just in the nick of time for out number 1. Ryan Jeffers steps in and fouls off a slider. The 0-1. Taking a fastball for strike 2. And the 0-2 is fouled off by Jeffers. And then a high little blooper for a base hit from Jeffers. Keeps the Twins alive with 1 out in the inning. Matt Wallner takes ball 1. Swings at a cutter, foul. Takes the fastball away. And the count is 2-1. Swings at the next fastball. And the count is 2-2. And swing and a miss on the curveball. 12th strikeout for Bieber. And there are 2 away. Carlos Correa takes the slider for strike one. Fastball running just a bit too far inside. The circle changeup getting away, and it is strike two to Correa. Correa on the front door cutter, fouls it off. Does not chase the slider, and it is 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball. The 7th inning is over for the Twins, and the Guardians still have a 3-run lead going into the top of the 8th inning. Top of the 8th, Santander, who has already homered in the 6th inning, digs into the right-handed batter's box and fouls off a fastball high. And the count is 0-1. The 0-1 from Okert. Gets too far in front of it, and Santander is down 0-2. A ball taken.
1-2.
A slider that just does not get back. The 1-2 to Santander is fouled off on the slider, down. And the 1-2.
That's a ball.
A fastball that probably should have been a strike, but is called a ball, and we are even at 2. The count fills on a fastball, missing away. Ball 3. And this ball is through, but the third baseman gets to it. In the 5.5 hole, Lewis makes the throw, and it is out, number 1. And Jose Ramirez digs in. And that slider is well out in front for Ramirez and fouled off.
Ball.
Slider down. Ball 1. And there's a shot. The right fielder does not necessarily react. And Jose Ramirez is in second base for a double.
Now that's designated.
And David Fry is now digging into the batter's box. And he nearly gets one, but it's just a little too far out in front. Foul ball. And the count is 0-1. High fly ball. Shallow center field. Caught by Buxton, and he makes the throw, but it is not accurate. But Ramirez does not run, and there are 2 down. And Bo Naylor fouls off a fastball. Just on it, but missed it just a bit high on the ball. Swing and a miss on the slider. The count is 0-2. And he chases yet another slider, and we head into the bottom of the 8th inning.
Leading off for the Twins.
Bottom of the 8th, Eddie Rosario is leading off. And he hits a high fly ball, left field. Juan is there for out number 1.
Number 25.
This left center field gap is quickly becoming the no-fly zone between Quan and Kiermaier, and Buxton takes a slider for strike 1. Buxton sees a fastball and takes it for strike 2. And swings and misses on the cutter, tailing away. And Bieber gets his 14th strikeout, and there are 2 down.
Castro.
Castro
Hee-haw.
takes the changeup for strike one.
0-1.
The 0-1 to Castro.
Hit.
Could not check his
No ball,
swing.
2 strikes.
And the count is 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Castro sits on the knuckle curve. The 1-2. Fouls off a potentially dangerous slider. Fouls off a fastball. The 1-2. Swung on and missed on the knuckle curve. We head into the top of the ninth.
Now pitching for the Twins.
And Brock Stewart
Number
is now pitching for the Twins.
Ball.
And Rocchio
1-0.
takes a ball. Hector Neris is now a Guardian. An interesting pickup there. And Brian Rocchio fouls off the fastball. And the count is 1-1.
No, that missed.
Sweeper curveball misses low. And the count is 2-1.
Ball.
Four-seam fastball tailing away.
3-1.
Missed. And the count is 3-1. Rocchio could have had ball 4, but instead it was a high fly ball to center field, caught by
Now
Buxton.
batting,
1
second
down.
Andres
Andres Jimenez. He takes a jammed up fastball, center field, and caught by Buxton, and that is out number 2.
Now batting.
And Stephen
left-hander,
Kwan
Stephen
digs
Kwan.
in. 2 down. And he popped it up. The catcher is there. And we head into the bottom of the 9th inning. And Emmanuel Clase is going to step in.
Now
Was
pitching
40
the
for
Guardians,
46 in save
number
attempts
48, Emmanuel
last year.
Clase.
And he throws a fastball for strike 1. Takes the cutter. Kirilloff with the cutter foul. The count's 0-2.
Hit.
Swung on and missed on the slider. Edouard Julien digs in.
Nope. Ball.
And a cutter that just missed. And this is a high, towering fly ball. But Santander is there. And that is out number
Now
2.
batting, third baseman, Lewis.
Royce Lewis is the Twins' final out. The cutter is fouled off. And swung on and missed on the slider, and the Guardians take the opening day win. A huge amount of switch hitting success. Or at least power hitting success. Gets the Guardians ahead. The 6-game road trip left the Guardians at a 4-2 record. And And now we have a 3-3 game in the top of the 7th. Mike Trout up to bat facing Scott Barlow. But we got to get the out. Kiermaier has had a great start, and so has Santander. And Barlow digging in.
Nope, ball.
Misses with the slider to Trout. And a count is 1-0. Trout fouls off the fastball. Counts 1-1.
Yeah.
Swung on and missed on the fastball, or slurve. And it counts 1-2. Trout gets a little more of a piece of that. Gets a fastball. And he fouled it off. Swing and a miss on the fastball. And the Guardians head into the 7th inning stretch. This game still tied at 3 apiece. And Stephen Kwan leading off. And gets a nice rip right down the middle. Just toward the second baseman, who is not able to field it. Base hit.
Now batting, center fielder.
And Ron Washington
Kiermaier.
is having to make the pitching change. Changing out
Now
and
pitching
going
for
to Zach
Number 45.
Plesac.
Zach Plesac.
To face Kevin Kiermaier.
Hey,
And Kiermaier takes strike 1.
hey.
Plesac looks and picks off to prevent the stealing Kwan.
2.
And there's an 0-2 now as Kiermaier takes the fastball up high.
Ball.
Another high fastball missing
1-2.
just a bit inside. And the count is 1-2. This is hit. And this is fouled. As Kiermaier just got a little bit too far in front of the fastball. And there's a curveball ripped. But they are staying station to station. Base hit. And Josh Naylor steps in. And he cannot get that swing checked on the fastball. And the count is 0-1. And he gets a little too far in front of that fastball. Crushed, but foul. And the count is 0-2. And he gets on that one. This one is to the wall. And Naylor will take second base standing up and clear the pillows. And the Guardians will take a 5-3 lead on this beautiful 2-run double by Naylor into the right center field gap. Anthony Santander. And now it is his turn. And Naylor and Santander will be trading places. And the Guardians take a 6-3 lead.
Now pitching for the Angels.
And Tyler Anderson now coming in for the struggling Plesac. And Jose Ramirez, who was going to be stepping in from the left side, will now be stepping in on the right. takes a fastball outside for ball 1. The 1-0 to the switch hitting third baseman
Ball.
is a sinker missing low and inside. The count is 2-0. Ramirez gets a little bit too far in front of that circle changeup and fouls it off. And the count is 2-1. Fouls off another circle change in the exact same fashion. And the count is 2-2. Ramirez a little late on that fastball. And Ramirez hits a high, towering fly ball to center field. And the throw will come in. And it is not in time as Naylor, or Santander actually, gets to third base.
Now batting,
And David
the
Fry
designated hitter, David Fry.
now steps in.
Peacock.
Swung on and missed on the
0-1.
circle change. And the count is 0-1. Fry a little bit late to getting that fastball, and the count is 0-2. Fouls off, chasing a four-seam fastball outside.
That's the ball.
Takes a circle changeup low and away for a
1-2.
ball. Fouls off the circle change, getting in front of it. Still 1-2. Fouls off the sinker outside. And Fry battles to a 1-2. And this is a high, towering fly ball, deep center field, and it will definitely be deep enough for Santander to score on the sacrifice fly. And the Guardians will have a 7-4 lead.
Now batting, the catcher, Gary.
Digging in will be Gary Sanchez,
Ball.
who takes a fastball
1 ball,
up
no strike.
high and inside for ball 1.
That's a ball.
Fastball inside for ball 2.
Hee-haw.
Sees the sinker, takes it, and the count is 2-1. And Sanchez hits a nice fly ball lined to left field, caught, and the inning is over. A string of hitting brought together 4 runs for the Guardians, and they take a 7-3 lead after 7
Leading off
completes.
for the Angels,
Alex
the third
Bregman
baseman, Alex
leaving the Astros and becoming an Los Angeles Angel.
Strike.
Takes strike 1 on the slider. Barlow deals the 0-1 to Bregman. Swung
No
on
ball,
and
2
missed
strikes.
on the slurve, and the count is 0-2. Bregman fouls off a slurve to keep himself alive. Bregman fouls off a fastball. Fouling off a slider. The 0-2 to Bregman
Nope.
is
Ball.
missed low. And the count is 1-2. 1-2 to Bregman. Caught him looking. Throws him up on the fastball.
now batting, right
And
fielder,
there are 1 down.
Mickey.
Mickey Moniak.
No, that's low. Ball.
Slider missing. 1-0 to Moniak.
No, ball.
Fastball just a little bit off. The count is 2-0. Moniak fouls off the slurve. The count's 2-1. It's a slider right to Josh Naylor on the ground. And he puts it away unassisted for out number 2. Taylor Ward. Barlow deals.
Ha!
Strike 1 on the fastball. Fouling off the slider for strike 2. Fouling off the slurve to keep it at 0-2. 0-2.
Ball.
Just a bit off on the slurve down. It's a high fly ball, line drive into the gap. Santander struggling. And Taylor Ward extends his hit streak to 9 with a double.
Designated hitter.
Ray Zapeta. Zapeta taking strike 1. Fouls off the slider for strike 2.
No, that's out.
Missing with the slurve is Barlow. And it is a high pop-up. Sanchez is there. And the 8th inning is over for the Angels. Jimenez, Rosario, and Stephen Kwan make up the bottom of the 8th for the Guardians.
The second baseman,
Andres Jimenez. It's a high fly ball to center field, caught by Trout for out number 1. Ahmed Rosario. Digs in.
Heck one.
And takes a
0-1.
check swing with the fastball. And the count is 0-1. And Rosario hits a nice line drive to left. But unfortunately, it is caught by Taylor Ward for out number 2.
The left fielder.
Stephen Kwan.
That's a ball. Outside.
Takes a ball outside. And Kwan hits a nice deep shot. This is going to be good for extra bases sliding in with the double to the right field wall. And Kevin Kiermaier, 3 for 3 on the day, is up. Make that 3 for 4 as he pops out to the catcher to end the 8th inning.
Now pitching for the
And the Guardians will make a pitching change. Hector Neris will face Logan O'Hara. And he fouled off fastball. Fouling off the splitter. Fouling off a sinker. Takes another fastball and fouls it off. He's fouling off everything. The 0-2. O'Hara battling Neris. But the end result is a home run. And O'Hara has put the Guardians within at a 3-run lead.
Whoa!
The Angels are within 3. Zach Neto. It's a line drive, but it is caught by Steven Kwan for 1 out. Nolan Shawnell takes the sinker for strike 1. Fouls off the slider. And a ground ball on the splitter. Pulls Naylor off the bag. And that is an error for Menace. And the Guardians win on a 6-3 double play. Ahmed Rosario takes it to second unassisted and throws it to Naylor to get the final out. And we now will keep the scouting the way it is. Our scouting did great. And we now can look at some scouting. We will discover prospects here. Let's do some infielders in the sun on the international side. Then we will look at scouting. Scout some starters in the West. Got some shortstops in the East. And we are good to go. And we will skip this scouting, so we won't have to see that again. And we have a player lock all ready to start out. David Fry. So we start the new season. We're at 8-4 with our Guardians. And the division got a lot more competitive. But until the next one, this is all the time we have for episode 1. Or at least I should say, actually, episode 13 of March to October. This is year 2. Hugs and hand pounds, everybody.